what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
I can't do accents, okay? I can't do accents. Me even trying the English, like normal English I can do, but Medic has like a bit of Queen's English and a bit of whatever else is going on in English. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard. It's hard to impersonate. I'm not going to try you. That's for another day. As we get into pick ban, and that'll save me with an Aurelia ban and an Akali ban and a leader Yone ban. So leader gets a bit of targeting here, with Azir also gone from mid lane, which means a lot off the board.
I mean, it feels like they're trying to force him into the Ryze pick, and then you can respond with the Cassiopeia, because Rumble still up and available, can also try and go, yeah, there it is, and take that. So I think here you're trying to say, hey, look, you know, take the Ryze. It's nice and open, and then it'll all be fine, but actually sets up nicely for Jojo to take the cast. We'll have to see what the game plan is, though, because for SK, Skeanz has been a lot more open to trying a lot of different things in the jungle.
Yep.
So always an opportunity here to try and lock in some of the more, I would say meta, but off meta in the LEC picks, like say Malphite and those kind of things.
Yeah, the Malphite's been popping up. We saw a couple of Jaces fall through. That's not going to be the case this game. Skeanz back-to-back days on the Pantheon here, if my memory serves me correctly. And we know it's all about pairing here. We know it's normally a Talia that runs into an Azir matchup, a strong mid regardless. But for now, SK's priority is mitigating top with the lock-in of Sion.
So not actually going to take the early bait when it comes towards a potential mid laner, which does make sense here, because you can always take the third rotation mid lane for a leader and then ban away some of the champions that can answer into him, especially if you are eyeing up the Ryze. But, you know, options here for the Vi, the Talia to be taken by Jojo here if they'd like to. And
also, side note, Yunara's still there. And Yunara's still looked at as probably the premier AD carry in the LEC. I feel like some teams have been going past and leaving AD carry to the wayside for a little bit longer, just because of how these drafts have been building up with like a fellas front to back. As you know, we had a Sivir earlier in the day that passed the precipice of CS ever made in LEC. But you were talking about the Vi. I'm going to get us back on track. This combo is simple from MKOI. Whatever they pick, the Ryze or Talia, I see 3 very good picks to open up draft.
Yeah, I'm curious what the answer's going to be. So,
Yunara.
They're just going to take the Yunara, yeah. Secured the strong bot lane. They still want to hold counter pick, it looks like, for Jojo. And I mean, it makes sense, right? Leader has not looked particularly strong when it comes towards his laning phase, and Jojo is probably the strongest mid laner that we have when it comes towards laning phase.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Trying to give him the answer, but this is what we're talking about, right? SK can take leaders now, Ryze, and this, ban away things like the Cassiopeia, the Orianna, make things a little bit more comfortable for leader in that mid lane. And we'll have to see what Jojo wants to try and answer with. Did hover the Galio, which can do relatively fine, like operate on side lanes. And you've already got decent dive buddies for him in the Vi. So may just be the answer unless it gets banned away here by SK.
I feel like for Jojo's champion pool, historically, I don't criticize it, but again, my time lived with
no, Jojo is...
Yeah.
Like, even he was when he was back over in the LCS, was playing like Nasus mid. And
that's right.
Like, whenever things were on kind of that fringe meta, he was more than happy to bring them out. So, not a guy who struggles with his champion pool at all.
As I was saying, it was like, I don't remember him having a small champion pool if it went beyond, you know, 2023 when I started kind of watching him. Azir, Ahri, Sylas, Ryze, Yone, there's some of his most played. A lot of those are now taken away, but you're right, like the list goes on and on. So maybe we get something really interesting out of the mid laner of MKOI as we go to the second ban phase. After that, Ryze, you're alluding to, finally gets locked in. You wanted to see comfort for leader. Orianna, Talia, they're getting rid of some of the stronger lanes.
Well, I thought you'd actually ban away the Cassiopeia, because this is like one of the picks that is very strong into Ryze and kind of the go-to. And I mean, no reason why Jojo can't take it in this sort of situation. Also, relatively good at tank shred, which is what you want against Sion, and can prevent Pantheon from, even when he goes for the ulti, from getting the stun, because the stun is grounded, so you're not able to actually get a lot of follow-up. So I think it could work pretty well here if MKOI want to try and go for the Cassiopeia.
Nifty interaction you just mentioned as well. Always facing you. He's always coming into you. With that Cassiopeia roll, I'd be curious to see it in action. Let's see if MKOI lock in the snake, while on the other side, SK have to pick their bot lane. They show the Caitlyn here, Dagda. They're looking for a strong lane for Jopa and Mikyx, which makes sense when Jopa has been this superstar AD carry in the laning phase too.
Yeah, I'm curious what they want to try and... Well, at least they will get counterpick from Mikyx, because oftentimes you kind of want Yunara paired with, you know, something like a Lulu or something along these lines that can enable her. And especially if you end up going back towards something like a Braum, that opens up that opportunity. But having that counterpick for SK makes things a little bit easier. Does Jojo want to go for the Anivia? We saw this creep up, and it will be. Okay.
He has
Bringing out the Anivia.
As I'm seeing in his career, I cannot see an Anivia game ever played by Jojo in his 6 years of League of Legends.
Damn.
I'll get production to confirm that. He's even pulled out Zed, Vayne, Smolder, Karma. Lulu gets locked in the end. We're looking at SK, and I know you're gawking at the fact that we might get this lane once again. The ultimate kill lane that GX pulled off so damn well. Can SK do the same?
And I mean, it was into MKOI as well, right? And it was basically this matchup.
Trauma.
So, exactly, kind of bringing up the past here for SK. They really want to try and play heavily around this bottom side, but on both sides, honestly, pretty spicy drafts. Like, it looks amazing to have like the AoE from the Rumble and the Anivia, the zone control that the Anivia can offer helps both her and Rumble to keep people into that ultimate, and you've got the Vi to lock people down. So I think MKOI have really cool interactions when it comes towards those AoE mages that they have, or AP damage dealers, I should say. And then for SK, I mean, all eyes on bot lane. You want to snowball, you want to control this game, and then if you can, Jopa can pop off later with this strong front line ahead of him.
It does feel like we've just thrown everything, including caution, to the wayside for SK. As you said, it'll be eyes on bot, because if it sinks, then it sinks hard. When you're going up against Yunara, Anivia, Lulu, Dagda, the scaling's immense. It's Jojo's first Anivia, but you're mentioning it back in the day, back in LCS. I almost said LTN, no. LCS. I mean, Jojo was the cooker in the mid lane. Now, I feel like SK, they're this team that's very momentum-based. I feel like watching this team, sometimes mid can go awry, but if Jopa has a bit of a lead, they push for those fights. If Wunder has a lead, they push for those fights. It might sound generic, but my excitement behind SK is watching them in action with some of those skirmishes and those fights when they feel confident enough to take them. Hopefully I'll show you what you mean as we get back into the game. Now with SK and MKOI, starting you for game number 4 of the day. I've looked at Mikyx's history on Elise. This is his second ever Elise game for the old man, and he won his only other Elise game. So big pog for the SK support.
Immediate whiff on the cocoon though, which is not exactly the
0-1. We'll count.
But either way, yeah, I think for SK, eyes on bot lane, which is why I love what Elyoya is doing at the moment.
0-2.
He's actually gone to split the map. So starting on this bottom side to try and take away these camps, force the enemy jungler towards that top side, isolating Jopa and Mikyx and making it a little bit more difficult to try and play aggressive on this bottom side.
That pathing, I'll be curious to see if we get any deep wards as well, how that's played around. Repel up, looking towards the bot 2v2. Electric comes in with Ignite. Cocoon as well. Jopa gets his 90 caliber net, or rather, it's built over Peacemaker.
Elyoya still hasn't been spotted though, so SK are playing heavy and pushing at the wave, but they don't realize that the MKOI junglers in behind them may not be a level 2 gank, but Mikyx is relatively low.
He's indeed. Good glitter lance and the slows are doing really good damage. The power of Lulu in lane is that extra bit of range. Now level 2 hit. MKOI get the push back as SK is still sitting on 1. As you said, Elyoya's here. Krugs are going to be taken. And notice as well that Elyoya will be getting level 3 off the back of it. So what can he do?
I like the position there from Jopa. So the fact that he moved up to kind of spot around the corner meant that Elyoya wasn't in a position to make that move onto the bottom side. Skeanz would now realize, though, his entire bot side has been taken.
Yeah.
So maybe he has to go for the opposite side of the map. Luckily, should have push in mid and does have push in top. But what's his options? It's either make the play bot, but it looks like, yeah, you can see the pings. He's immediately going to go towards that top side, seeing that he has push in 2 of those lanes.
Leader's looking for the push in mid-wave as well, because that's a chunky wave.
Oh,
the teleport
that's not the
scheme's going
TP
to punish. You're right, Jojo doesn't flash immediately. He gets a stun out, and that's great, but going into the egg early here would take away some of the safety. Skeanz missed that Q, which got a little bit scary. But I think Jojo's okay. No, the stun, what? The flash comes out, but Skeanz is already there.
That was just BM from Jojo. You know that all you have to do is just TP to the tower. SK's jungler, Skeanz, is either going topside or is completely homeless and has to interact with the lanes. And the fact that you TP into the middle of it just gives him that easy setup. Disrespect from Jojo, and it costs him.
It's so funny because Jojo as a player, I now know, no matter the champion, is someone who consistently sinks or swim in his lane massively or massively the other way. Just a quick side note, I know Medic and Betty really wanted to talk about how Jojo was in the first 14 minutes of the game. I also have passion behind this because he had some really dangerous lanes, but he can also get solo killed a little bit.
But it's even in matchups that he shouldn't get priority, he gets them, right? Like the Azir Orianna matchup, he's been one of the players that's actually able to get the advantages, the Azir, and he's been playing so well, and it has been his laning phase has been the shining point. Now though, Eggless, and also the fact that he's gone down as well, makes it a little bit easier for SK to have some repeat visits there, especially because he burnt his flash. Leader has that flash route set up that he can go for, but Skeanz hasn't managed to get any of those camps on the top side.
No.
So when you look at the experience, like Elyoya's about to hit level 5 off this, and Skeanz still to hit level 4.
Thank you to our observers. They're obviously focusing because he's just waiting. He's a bit homeless at the moment, waiting for those camps to respawn. The CS difference is immense, and if Skeanz didn't get that kill, I would definitely fear for how this Pantheon can transition to 6. You already mentioned the level leaders. We look for a flash cocoon. It's found, repel on, and a venomous bite from Mikyx. Alvaro's still not out of the woods yet as Mikyx looking for his cooldowns, but cocoon still has a way to go. Alvaro then set packing as the Elise picks up the kill.
And Supa gone down means that they can shove in this wave and get a nice reset off for themselves as well. I mean, Jopa would have liked to pick up the kill, but just shutting that down is great. Leader now should be able to sidestep this.
He does indeed. Leader just runs it out. No phase rush, but he's got enough distance, and Jojo's still weary. Wary? Yeah, he's weary and wary after the kill. As you said, no egg.
Because he's asking where is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be too. Good stun, small trade. Bone plating comes up from Leader. Unfortunately, it's not really for the combo. Just for that last auto. Mikyx. A rat in a spider's body. Just going to clear. Leader's getting the push now. Walks up. Thank you so much. Mikyx still looking for it. Elyoya in the brush though, waiting for the Vault Breaker. And Mikyx's cocoon misses. As this Elise is starting to roam a bit.
Yeah, just covering mid, making sure the Leader can keep up the pressure here in Jojo. So not the end of the world. You can see as well that Caitlyn was already moving towards that bottom side to catch this wave, just pushing out. So didn't really need to be in that bottom lane, so just kind of using his time efficiently. The issue for SK though is because Skeanz is so far behind, there is a large period of time where Elyoya, when he gets this crab on bottom side, which I assume he will with the push, will hit level 6. But Supa, if he gets caught...
He's face checking for the ward. Sees Skeanz now. Skeanz has the flash available, but he doesn't pop it. Surprising. But maybe just didn't want to commit, considering Supa had cleanse.
Elyoya's mid though.
Leader, Ghost, Flash. Now both summoners are down, but Elyoya, all he had to do was press Q, and Dagda, he's got level 6 now. So advantage for the MKOI jungler as he's thinking about going to match off Skeanz, see what he can do, but the problem is bot is pushed in.
Yeah, the time invested by Elyoya mid meant that the push could come through from bot, so Skeanz at least will be able to get that second crab, but very far away still from that level 6, so we'll need to clear his top side, and Elyoya, a little bit ahead of him on the tempo, could end up just clearing top, reset, and then try and make a play bot, as he knows that for Skeanz, he has to stay on the map to clear out his top side.
We haven't talked about top side of the map, and that's because Rumble vs Sion is now just kind of one of our matchups. Both champions are broken in their own way, and it's much of a muchness up in that lane. Grubs will affect it though, minute 15 till that spawns. Dragon's still sitting there waiting, so we'll have a slower start to Dragon at least for what I was experiencing yesterday.
There's a... the wave in bot lane is pushing out, so I think you will just need fly down here to try and break this, or at least safely let Supa and Alvaro get through, because not even with jungle intervention, it's just the fact you can see the Mikyx and Jopa can punish so effectively, but has popped the Transcend on the Q for Supa, so should be able to push it in, but I think Jopa and Mikyx could just freeze the wave here, but they'll clear it out. I
will say, MKOI's bottom lane, not too bad, not too shabby on the CS, like keeping in range of Jopa and Mikyx, especially after Supa got killed. It's been a decent lane, as you can expect from an enchanter and a scaling 80 carry. MKOI not in the worst position. The gold lead is obviously coming from a little bit of bot, but mainly through mid right now. And I mean, the kill that Skeanz got as he's starting to catch up in the jungle, that's now accruing as well. So small lead for SK in the early game, but it's nothing to scoff at, as 15 seconds till Grubs. Remember, this Dragon still sits here begging the question.
Yeah, the catch-up XP did work for Skeanz, but you kind of lost that timing window now as...
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Alvaro's just dead. The trap there lands as well. Ace in the hole now up and available. Supa's close to dying, but Mikyx gets hit in the face. Good counter gank from Elyoya. He makes it a 1-for-1.
Couldn't quite get away from that one. Elyoya managing to make that play work, but it's a support for a support kill. And no kill going to Supa or Jopa in that play.
Oh, Jopa, he's just not claiming what Mikyx's taken. A 2-1 on this, at least. It does mean that there's going to be more AP sooner as well. And with grubs coming up, looks like a good timer for this support to roam towards the top side of the map and sync up a little bit here with Skeanz, who now has his ulti. Excuse me. Skeanz is also backed away as AD carries. I feel like this happens a lot, Dagda. AD carries just stay in bot while grubs go on. It ends up being a 4v4. For now, Alvaro's just sticking around a bit, but it does look like he's going to clear some vision, maybe roam up to contest this important objective.
Yeah, I do think, though, for MKOI, the grubs are just way less valuable at the moment.
Okay.
If you're going to hit towers, 9 times out of 10, it's because you've already just won a team fighting groups. Like, you don't really have a lot of, apart from Supa, that can effectively hit towers, because Jojo and Leader essentially just trade the wave state. So I think the shift towards dragons is going to be really strong, just in trying to set up then later on for the team fights, but also kind of keeping Jopa in a little bit of an awkward spot, as he wants to crash this wave, but you can see now Supa's actually going to be able to freeze it, and Jopa can't step up. He has to go right the way back because he knows MKOI can make plays on the opposite side of the map.
That's a really good point. As Dragon goes over for MKOI, the decision-making is pretty crucial. It does lose the McCamp plus, again, the whole of grubs, but I do like your point that it's a one-team fight. It's going to be a dead turret regardless. It's not like we're going to see a lot of side laning coming through from this Anivia Yunara comp. SK have only taken 1 grub, however, so this is not a done deal yet. Skeanz is deciding, okay, I'm going to go for Crab. And then maybe he goes for a little bit later, but Elyoya is in the vicinity just to see if a play comes out the back of it. No, grubs are left. It's just Scuttle, walks away. Only 1 grub for SK. A little bit scared as Leader caught out. Frostbite's doing good damage.
He's taking a lot of damage, yeah.
Joe just got egg again, which I think is important to note.
Yeah, the little angel wings above his level is how you know that he has the egg back up.
That was a small add-on to Spectator Client for League of Legends, but that was like one of the best add-ons in the last 5 years, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Anivia and Zach, you kind of want to know when these revive passives are up. Still, though, I think for SK, like, I want to see Skeanz now starting to make plays. You've kind of farmed yourself back into a position where you're okay, but, I mean, Leader struggling a little bit in this mid lane matchup. You haven't really been able to have a massive impact on bot. Like, Jopa and Mikyx have done a decent job, but your gold lead's only 156. It's nothing major for how aggressive and how snowbally you kind of want this matchup to be. So I need Skeanz to get good use out of his ultimate, but at the moment he's kind of been just trying to farm back into a position where he can actually keep up pace.
It's been a slowish early game though, isn't it? I mean, Skeanz, it's been slow for him because, again, as you talked about the invade, as Elyoya is coming bot and won't let me finish the point. You know, jungle's gotten even again. And I'm surprised at that as well. His first item on the board for each. Elyoya ready to fight with that Sundered Sky, but he's going to be spotted out now by the ward. And MKOI just clear the wave and reduce themselves back. Leader's looking for the push in mid. With that, maybe a play up to the top side. As Dagda, I've realized on this shirt, I've still got the tag from when I bought it. So I'm going to rip that out. Oh, and I missed the little plastic thing. You know the little plastic thing that gets caught? Look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
It'll be fine. No one knows.
No one in the audience is allowed to bring scissors in, otherwise I would ask for someone to get scissors to cut this off. Oh, God. I got it.
Yeah, Skeanz looks a little unsure as to exactly what he wants to do. Had the push from Leader, so took a nose into the enemy jungle, but hasn't really continued up onto anything. Now, Leader steps forward, but the wall is going to prevent Skeanz from getting in.
What do you do? The annoying thing about Anivia is unless you have that gap close, that jungle gank like you had before, what can you do? Mikyx getting a small cocoon, but fumbled out as Wunder gets a flash out of Myrwn. That was a nice engage with the unstoppable onslaught. Realm Warp was used.
Yeah, they were hoping to get both Pantheon and Ryze in there. Wunder trying to use that ultimate just to buy that space that they need, but not able to make it happen. And Jojo now playing down towards the bottom side of the map, knowing that he's got both the jungle and support behind him.
It's just this annoying wave clear. Minion's going to be cleared out by both. Skeanz is face checking. Means Skeanz, come on, put 2 and 2 together. Assault and Battery comes out, and with the Flash Frost down, how easy is that for a kill? Now, Mikyx came to support, but once again with the slow, his Repel goes down to the Krugs. That'll get him out of dodge, but that was just a rookie error from Skeanz.
I mean, nice spot from Elyoya that they could make the play, and also great CC layering as well. Like, if you manage to get that Aegis Assault down, I think you were in an okay spot. As Skeanz to try and flash away between the... Oh, hang on.
We're doing it again, yeah. The damage from Jopa, he's just ghosted at them, running at them, and a Vault Breaker now threatening them. An auto that's just out of range now with a 90 caliber net from Jopa.
But yeah, the CC layering was really good. You got the knock-up from the ult from Elyoya into the Q. Jojo then lands the stun, so you can't get any follow-up there. And then Alvaro uses that wall growth and layers perfectly. So Skeanz just doesn't get to play the game, doesn't get to escape. And it's just a very nice pick from MKOI. And I think this is where they've actually found some really nice timing windows to move Alvaro in towards mid to protect it, like link up with Elyoya. And especially for a lane with Jopa and Mikyx, that we saw what Giant X did and how efficiently you can play with this. I think MKOI have kind of learned from their past mistakes and are actually playing pretty well in this match.
It takes over the game, and when we were watching Noah and Jun on it, it was a 1k lead out of the lane, run into mid, take mid, or actually no, in reverse, it was bot lane turret, gone. Top lane turret, gone. Then they used that pressure, used it mid, and all outers were down, I think, before the 20-minute mark.
It was very quick.
This is very slow in comparison from SK, so you're right, learning from their mistakes, MKOI, and especially after yesterday, especially after the surprise loss to Lost Ratones, I think MKOI, I don't know, they'd be pissed off, because this was one of our best teams, if not the best team with quality of play after the first week, and through the second as well. Now you can't say the same thing. Dragon has been started though, as I'll bring you back to the game. Elyoya says, nah, I don't care. They've already got the first one. It's going to be a later soul, and SK pick up the Mountain Dragon, re-roll it into a Hex deck. And we're at one apiece here in the early game, which is still a good early game for MKOI with the scaling elements.
Yeah, but it's even just the matchup that we haven't touched on the top side is may not touching it here.
He just stepped forward. He decided to step forward into a Lulu and a Yunara. He gets chased on. He's now flashed away. That means mid-wave has opened up a little bit as well. Supa's going to get at least one plate here. Jopa steps back up. Arclight of Ruin does some good damage. Now Mikyx has to find a way.
But it also gives Rift Herald now to MKOI. Jopa cannot take the fight with no flash, no ghost, and that health bar. So MKOI should be able to immediately set up this objective after Supa collapses this wave, and you get the push on top. So little, errors coming back to bite SK here.
And it's information that MKOI are playing with so well. Like the information that Skeanz didn't have, the information that, again, they knew that Jopa was isolated in that moment. Supa and Alvaro with a great punish.
Also, the matchup I was going to talk about is topside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Myrwn has a nice little CS lead for himself, but also has been getting a ton of those turret plates, which is why you're seeing such a massive gold lead for himself. And the first strike, obviously helping out there. But still, Myrwn in a very good spot now, even bypassing the early boot purchase, which we sometimes see, like, Swifties and stuff picked up in this matchup. But he's more than happy, and here's the play. All
in, finally. Jojo flashes immediately, though. He's not making the same mistake till the cocoon lands him. He's in egg form up in this topside river, but that egg is being washed out. Leader with the kill, his first of the game, and SK finally pulled their trigger.
And this is where SK have actually been pretty strong in their own right, has been using kind of the experience that's on the roster to make these plays on side lanes and find these timing windows. And there, Skeanz and Mikyx able to help out Leader in supplying him a kill. Still, though, MKOI in a very strong spot. Elyoya should be able to hold on to this, and there's a TP behind Leader.
Leader just flashed. This is an easy punish, and Elyoya just waits, stands in line. There is a Realm Warp available. That's going to be interrupted as well. Elyoya flashed a little bit further forward, I think, to get vision around that alcove. And he stops Leader in his tracks.
Yeah, honestly, it's as well as you can go for Leader. Like, at least you get the flash out, but it was a big mistake, overextending in that top side, not knowing if there was vision behind them, and a good punish from MKOI to make that play happen.
Jojo sees Mikyx there, Cocoon comes out, and look, Wunder ult from downtown. No egg available, Wunder explodes him. Jojo in the dirt while Jopa decided to take a 1v2. Once again, MKOI bring in the pain with all those balls from Supa. Meanwhile, mid, open up. Elyoya has dropped the Herald, and that's at least one. Another charge incoming, but he's going to use it to rotate instead. Maybe find something in this top lane. Can he?
I don't think he can get
the
it from
angle?
Here. You can't get
That's
it
too
here.
hard.
Yeah.
Okay, not many people. I don't think you can. But MKOI, another turret, 2 turrets for the play. So there's a lot of trading going on.
Oh, TP behind topside though.
You'd think he's isolated, but he's not. Wild Growth used. Mikyx just stands there because he missed his combo. And you said topside, a play's being made by SK, but it fails. It withers out. And MKOI get more.
MKOI are playing the map so much better. Like getting the kills, getting the turret plates, and even when you end up trading in these 1-for-1s, it's still MKOI either picking up another kill or an extra tower. And now again, Alvaro is sitting in behind them, and that's another TP investment.
They're going to punish SK where they stand. Leader once again still doesn't have that summoner, and how deep he is with Wunder. As Jojo has the CC, and Alvaro will follow up with ease. A wall against the wall, and Leader will see all. MKOI running as 5, and they are just tearing apart SK in the past 5.
It's just been a rotation of TPs into that top side to make play after play. At least Jopa will get a tower in the mid lane, but MKOI, it's mid tower, pressure on the bottom side, pressure on this top side with that tower gone as well. A 2.7k gold lead, MKOI just slowly picking off SK as this game goes on.
Such an important game when we're talking about this clump of a league we're in right now. It's important for all the other teams that are sitting around this 3 and 4. Like, if you're an LR, if you're a Shifters, a Heretics, right now you want to see teams like SK lose because it enhances your chances to make playoffs. For MKOI, they're not secure after yesterday. They're not secure at all at 4 and 3. I mean, with G2 and Fnatic in the mix with them, like, in this best-of-1 format, this is a win that is a must for them to see themselves in a good position towards playoffs now. This game's not over yet. It's a 3k gold lead. It's a dragon apiece, but MKOI are starting to move their way forward with an almost 3-item Yunara after the fiendish bolts. And Dagda, as you said, Myrwn's like this silent achiever who hasn't even been in fights yet. So I'm looking forward to these team fights because I'd be scared if I was SK if I don't want to pick first.
I don't think your bot lane has done what you needed it to do.
Yep.
And leader also really isn't in a position. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, because Skeanz can come on in, make it a 2v1. This is really nice from SK. A pick onto Myrwn. Skeanz commits. MKOI looking for something on the other side of the map.
Couldn't quite get onto Mikyx though. Pretty sure there was another repel to keep Mikyx safe in that one. So nice from SK. Finding a little bit of a timing window there where the waves weren't in position. And they can pick off Myrwn. Wunder shouldn't get walled off here.
No, Jojo's too far away, but it is a Hextech Rift to remind everyone with the gates. Makes quick rotations with Dragon now being a thought.
Yeah, Skeanz doesn't
was
spot
seen.
it, but here comes the reinforcements.
Oh, he's seen now, and 2, no, 3 versus 1. Jungler dead before Dragon. That was really nice from MKOI to play the patient game.
Yeah, just the ability for MKOI to shift across the map so quickly and keep finding these picks is really impressive. Because you can see, like, Skeanz and Leader are the ones with these massive long-range ultimates that can reposition. Yep. But it's MKOI who are just going tit for tat when it comes towards the picks. And again, they're picking up another objective off the back.
And it feels like Supa and Alvaro are the ones who are really, playmaking here as well. And then often you see, like, the support and AD carry being super proactive. And a shout out to Elyoya as well. I think he's part of the pinch, but...
But again, it's the fact that Supa and Elyoya Alvaro didn't fall very far behind in the early stages. Means they can contest on the mid wave, which is opening up all these plays. So it's this kind of snowball effect from MKOI that stems from SK not punishing hard enough in the laning phase.
Another turret goes down. MKOI continue to hold that lead. SK are obviously looking for something in a pick here, but with Repel up, Mikyx is trying to utilize Wunder, but Wunder gets walled. The Ice Wall brilliant from Jojo. The ult from Elyoya maybe less so. A 1-for-1. And Jungler for support is the trade for now, but Myrwn's teleported down. Supa's on the run. Realm wants to get Leader out. The flash from Wunder. He escaped while Skeanz will not. The sacrificial lamb, as it were. A 2-for-1 in the long con.
Skeanz not able to escape. Leader and Wunder are kind of waving from the window as the train pulled out from the station. It's just been, honestly, kind of like messy from SK. Like, MKOI are doing good jobs to get picks. Like, you're playing through the jungle, playing onto this bottom side. But this for Mikyx, like, you're face checking and then going forward into this. Great wall from Jojo. But Alvaro is just helping out massively from the back line, keeping his team safe. And the TP advantage is still there. And look at where Jopa is. He's nowhere near this fight. So it's MKOI just collapsing quicker again. And SK playing without the rookie, who honestly had such a stellar performance yesterday. Should definitely be part of the conversation when SK are trying to make plays.
I mean, again, it's not what I'm used to. Every Jopa game I've cast so far has been, oh my god, Jopa is the most insane AD carry in the league.
Well, it's supposed to be your day off, so...
Yeah, that's why. So it's Medic's fault, okay. Well, it might not be Jopa's game, but, I mean, I guess the false information that went around in the past, as I got to pause because MKOI are trying to pinch off Leader, who's now just cleared the wave. He gets his phase rush. Great damage. Jojo flashes away. He's matched by Skeanz, who ulted in into Anivia form with the wall in the way, but that wall won't stop a decimating smash. SK, they come in quick, they come in hard, they get another kill. But what's up? Baron's on the other side of the map. Right now, it's a kill, nothing more.
I have never seen a game where TP is used more off of cooldown in my life. Every single time that summoner spell comes up, teams are using it to get to the opposite side of the map. So I'm just going to watch where Jojo just decides to go for the next 2 minutes because I feel like he's going to TP to some side lane.
I mean, he's up in 20 seconds. TP on cooldown seems to be the rule, you're right. Leader, I feel like Realm Warp on cooldown as well is kind of coming as Mikyx setting up for Baron Vision. SK move out to the Rift towards its next big objective. Elyoya, I think he's trying to get his red buff. I think that just expired as, okay, starting up Baron with a Ryze Pantheon. Let's begin.
Myrwn has no TP. He was spotted on the bottom side, so SK trying to rush it. Jojo TP's to mid.
Elyoya thinks he probably has more time than he does. 6K, 5K, 4K. Elyoya, big steal needs to be incoming over the wall. No! He flushes back out. It's over to SK. Realm Warpers, one's already down in Mikyx, and no escape for the rest. It's 2 with Skeanz in the dirt. MKOI punishing this cheeky Baron take with Wunder kept in place. 3 for Baron. MKOI are there to discover, but SK took the risk.
SK get the Baron, but honestly, it may not be worth this. Unless they can actually respawn and get value from this. You've lost 3 members. You're about to lose this mid lane structure as well. It's a bit of a, like, Hail Mary from SK, but I don't think it paid off.
MKOI are going to be able to find themselves mid-turret as well. Top wave's getting pushed. And with all this pressure, like on top of the 2 members having Baron that you said might not be worth, what are you going to be able to do with a 5K gold disadvantage and MKOI having all their waves in check?
Maybe the Baron buff minions give them enough to, as I wasn't sure if Mickey's going to interrupt something there, gives you enough time to push out waves and contest Dragon. But here, SK, they try their damage. Like, it's a great play because Myrwn's on bottom side, but the call to get out, like, I think Leader just needed to get closer and actually get it. Because the fact that so many people get left behind, and that wall from Jojo to give him his due was great to keep people away from us. But it needs to be almost like an instant one in the pit to just get everyone the hell out. It was that kind of indecision on SK that ended up costing them.
So SK hurt a little bit. Quick side note, I believe it was 75. Elyoya did smite. It looked like it was 75, and then, came close to getting a steal. Supa stepping up again. Remember, this Yunara has just been good all game. Surviving the landing phase we talked about now with an Infinity Edge and Kraken. Oh, baby, that's a 3 item.
But you've got both of your Baroned up people on side lanes. So MKOI are able to push mid. Now they get all this vision on the bottom side. And you Dragon's in 4 seconds, so you have to try and hard force this mid wave in the hope to contest this. And SK, at least Wunder, is stepping forward feeling confident. But I'm feeling way less confident for SK's hopes here.
All right, well, can someone cheer Dagda up? Let's find out. SK have to walk in. Wunder first, a level 16 Sion, but he's stunned up in front of 4, now 5 members. He's just getting whammed on. Has to ulti out that onslaught away, and 3rd Dragon for MKOI, as simple as that.
MKOI are playing this so well. They're not giving SK a chance. The walls from Jojo have been fantastic. He did go like 0-3 to start it off, but his impact does not tell the story of what his score is. He has been so good on this Anivia.
Yep.
And MKOI now 1 Dragon away from a Hex Soul. With this composition, it is not going to be fun.
And I think a lot of people see SK taking Dragon here as Skeanz is going to ulti in onto Myrwn, but he's too far away. With Baron, they're trying to alleviate the pressure by getting that wave pushed in, but meanwhile, Wunder, who flashed away before, is a bit of a sitting duck, gets stunned up again. Supa's from behind. The turret's in the way, but it won't matter for too long as Supa's damage will shred. And a 4 versus 1 for Wunder on this Sion will put him in the dirt. Turret's going to go down as well. It's an onslaught. I wish it was a base race, but I think it's going to stop there from SK. As Inner for inhibitor turret in top. I mean, SK are still getting something, but Soul plus gold still even at 5K.
I think if SK had got the inhibitor, I'd be like, okay, this works out pretty well. But you haven't actually now got the inhibitor to create pressure on that side of the map. And MKOI got the Dragon still, and they're still at 5K gold. So for MKOI, like, yes, it's not great. You lost your inhibitor turret, but I just don't really see SK having a moment to put pressure on that side of the map to actually get the inhibitor and maybe look for any way to use that advantage.
Unless Wunder just goes up to top wave and ults in to try and get the inhibitor cheekily, but that's
give your life for well, Dragon and Baron are going to be.
But then also, timing is really rough because 2 minutes till the Baron. 3 minutes 20 till the Dragon, and that's Soul for MKOI, as you said, for this team fighting comp, for this comp that has a Yunara Lulu. How easy it is to just chase down victims when you've got this permanent slow, plus Glitter Lance, plus Jojo's Anivia, which, by the way, might be his first time. But despite him getting caught out a couple of times, how awesome his walls have been. The scoreline doesn't do him justice for how much facilitating he's done for MKOI this game.
And also, again, like, Supa and Alvaro have been spectacular.
Yep.
They played so well in the lane. They've been using this advantage, then chasing down Jopa when he's left on his own in this mid wave as well, making things really uncomfortable for SK and really difficult to actually play on sides because you are losing that mid push. So MKOI across the board have stepped up. And again, like, Myrwn has just been doing his job, like 2K gold lead for just kind of existing up against the Sion.
And I feel like Elyoya and Vi again has been doing his job right. Like, Elyoya gets a lot of credit from me too, but we have such a high bar of him as a jungler that Elyoya having a good game like he is here, with his first death on Vi, by the way, because in this split, he played Vi another game, but went perfect KDAs. He actually hasn't some champions. He's performing at his, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
That's the thing. It feels like when MKOI hit the stride, they are the best team in LEC at the moment.
That's what it should be
it's
like,
just been, unfortunately for them, a bit of back and forth. I know Vedi was calling it the Mondays. A little bit unfortunate.
But it's Sunday today, so
but
we're
Sunday
okay.
is okay. Yeah. Yesterday.
Saturday we don't count. Some people would say Saturday's not really the weekend.
Saturday is the Monday of the weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Sunday's like the Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
There's your medic.
There it is. Yeah. That sounded just like him, didn't it?
Oh, Jopa.
Supa steps up. Good damage from Jopa, but Supa does ult, so he transcends. That's something worth noting, but I'm already seeing the cooldown. It's not the longest thing in the world, and it should be up for this Dragon Soul in minute 20.
Even unless you can rush the Baron here and punish that, there's not really much, but oh, hang on.
Skeanz again, he's initiating. Realm Warp as well, another initiation. Leader flushes in, what a pick. Onto Supa, who's got the Wild Growth of Redemption. Flies in, but Skeanz now as he tries to turn around in that Arclight Beyblade, he gets kept. Skeanz, low HP, almost dead meat. MKOI are making a TP play. They're not done yet.
They want to try and get in behind, but it's only Jojo.
Flying
Can he get
bird,
Jopa?
okay. The wings of an angel. He stands and does nothing. All right, this Articuno is going to go back and just clear the wave. Yeah, just letting them know what's up. Baron is up, but as you said, this game, if TP's up, you have to use it. That's the rule.
That is true, actually, yeah.
Wunder's got it, 30 seconds tops.
The fact that you're able to use that cleanse from Supa and get double value from Skeanz and Leader was actually kind of nice because it meant that he ended up surviving. Managed to cleanse both of the roots and the stun escape. But MKOI now, no flash and no cleanse on Supa. That could be the option for SK in this next fight.
Well, he pick Mickey. Nice pick, Cocoon. Set up at Myrwn's bought a bit of time here. He's going to be Wild Growth, but still dead. Great damage as well as Wunder flies in. Waltz a little bit late from Jojo. The praise maybe a little bit early. The setup ulti. Leader's down on the ground, but Supa's in the middle of the fight. It's an easy target for SK, and Jopa hits him one more time. Decimating smash is interrupted, but for SK, I see a dream of a fight. Jopa just has to hit and hit, but in the way is still Jojo, who's scaled up, and he's still going as I see Skeanz thinking about whether to walk in. Can he find the target of this Anivia to get the egg out? It's a 3 versus 3 Dagda, and it's still tense.
The ult from Skeanz is up soon. I think they want to try and use it to be the engage. Wunder's so healthy, and Jopa trying to use the range. Skeanz, he's going.
He's doing it. All right, Skeanz with an angle. The target onto Alvaro, interrupted. Elyoya's timing perfect. Probably saved the Lulu's life as the stun comes up again, and Jojo is just firing back with the blue buff. No mana usage really necessary as Wunder finds the ulti. Egg now found as well. It looks like Jopa has an easy target over the wall. With a net out, it's a shutdown. SK make miracles happen.
They tried to isolate Wunder, but Wunder says, you're locked in with me, lads. Manages to set up the kill for SK, and this might be the soul, but can the steal come through?
It was close. That would have been the soul, but getting out is a different problem. Skeanz and Wunder sit in the fires of hell. Myrwn brings in Damnation and Wunder as well. It's Dragon, but now Baron is available, and MKOI have all the tools to take it.
But Mickey and Leader are starting to move into position, hoping to find some picks as MKOI go through here. Vision is on the Fae, like they can see where MKOI is.
Oh my
but
god.
How much can they do?
Unks are being cheek again. Elyoya sees him. What a lens, what a lens. Vault breaker now as Leader tries to go for the escape, and Mickey just has to run it through. Supa takes him out, and now Mickey drops. It's a double down. MKOI have the Baron, and it was worth an attempt from SK. You can see the merit, but Elyoya is just god tier.
I mean, a support and a mid laner against 4 players at MKOI. I don't even know if that's called a miracle. I think that's just called a daydream because
Yeah.
that was never going to work out.
Ambition.
But SK, at least they get the dragon. They stopped the soul.
Yeah.
It was a difficult, hard-fought battle. But Myrwn, great ultimate here. The red carpet laid out for SK. And now with Baron, it's more of a case of, you know, how much is actually left on the map for MKOI to defend themselves?
Nice lens. Dodged the cocoon as well. MKOI back in the driver's seat. They find 2 more here, despite the soul being denied. I mean, SK on their last legs have really held out nicely, but those legs have got to fail at some point soon, really. And 8,000 gold. MKOI still with 3 minutes before they can probably catch the soul with the way the map's going. All waves pushing in. This Baron's going to be much more utilized than the last.
If Leader is able to play the fight, though, he's in a very strong spot. Actualizer and now the Rabbit on Death Cap completed. A lot of squishy members on SK that he can very quickly delete, but needs to be the right fight, and I don't think MKOI are going to give it to him. The range that this Anivia has to control you with that wall is working perfectly for MKOI. Infinite
mana hack. He's got an Actualizer as well, but he's also got a Seekers, so when that egg's up, it's even worse. Mikyx goes up to the Repel, the Proto Belt out before the wall can catch him. Inhibitor number 1 down as mid wave's getting pushed in. It's Wunder dealing with 3 of SK. Top wave also in a great position for SK as Elyoya just holds the wave and waits for the next. Supa, you can see, willing to step up. With Alvaro, he fears no man.
Yeah, that thing scares me. Supa looking very, very good at the moment on this Yunara. And this is the thing with a pocket Lulu, you just become so insane as a champion. And again, like you can see, the siege from MKOI is so strong.
Ardent Sensor as well. I mean, Supa's having the time of his life. It's just one of those dream solo queue games that you get where you feel like, I can do this, I can step up. Cocoon, by the way, went onto a cannon minion. So did the net, as Leader's going to use a Realm Warp onto Myrwn. It's only him taking it. Myrwn does flash away immediately, but SK have now just opened up mid. MKOI take the inhibitor. Big movements like that are easily punished when you're MKOI. As Leader against the wall, he'll flash. There's Skeanz ulti again, but no one's there. Myrwn just walked to the right. He'll burn down the crispy Outman. And even though it's a trade, even though Wunder's going to find almost Elyoya as a flush away from the decimating smash. Almost indeed. Ace in the hole blocked by Myrwn as that's a zombie Sion running at MKOI, but there is nothing more SK can do. They have pulled out all the plays from the book, but MKOI are just too damn scaled.
3 members diving in onto Elyoya, and he's still, oh my, okay.
It's nice, it's a nice play. Maybe it saves the game. Mikyx does it again, but he's out of mana. Equalizer down as well, and even though Mikyx's going to go golden, out awaits him the icy winds of this Articuno. An ace, and MKOI back towards the top. Hard fought, but you got to give it to them. This team, they've got style.
I mean, SK played a very hit-and-run style, but MKOI ran faster. They fought them on every side lane. They caught them in every position. And looked just significantly better on the map as a whole.